What's up, guys? Hellish Hero Animations here today again, and today I'm doing another action figure review. This time on the Blue Falcon, who, in case you don't know, he's a Hanna-Barbera character, and Hanna-Barbera were these two creators. It was William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, so they both use their last two names to create their company, and pretty much they made cartoons, and they created cartoon characters for their cartoons. Their most famous characters or character is Scooby-Doo, who still is making animated films, to this day, at least like TV movies, I guess. This is one of their iconic characters from the past, from the 70s. This is the Blue Falcon, who is pretty much like their version of Batman, which is ironic because they actually had a Justice League cartoon called, I think, Super Friends or DC Super Friends or something like that. And they also created like some extra DC characters to go on that show, because I think they didn't have the license to like some of the other superheroes, so they just created some new ones to go along with the cartoon. And they actually have those characters in this figure style. So yeah, Blue Falcon is pretty much, and yeah, he's pretty much their version of Batman. So I believe he's a millionaire, and he doesn't have any superpowers. And I haven't watched a whole lot of Blue Falcon and Dynamite, but yeah, from what I've gathered, he's pretty much like Batman, like a more lighthearted version of Batman. At one point, there was a darker version of Blue Falcon, but it was more of a parody of Batman, so I don't know if you can count that as being official or not. Yeah, so this is from a toy line called Action Figure Toy Company. They pretty much make Mego style figures or dolls for collectors. So they have their own website. This figure cost me about $30, and that was due to shipping. Without shipping, he was maybe like 28 or 26 or something like that. So I really like how this figure looks. This is my very first Action Figure Toy Company toy, and I really love how he looks. He just looks, amazing. He looks like he came right out of the cartoon into a little action figure form. You see the side of his face, sort of, kind of. Yeah, that's a better angle. Yeah, so he's really cool. Here's the back with his sidekick, Dynamite. So Dynamite, I said Dynamite. Dynamite is pretty much, yeah, he's his sidekick, and he's kind of like the comic relief of the cartoon. He's always telling jokes and always kind of making unexpected mishaps or whatever. And he's pretty much like Inspector Gadget, I guess. He has like, I believe he's a robot dog, and he has abilities. Like I said, he's pretty much like Inspector Gadget. So if you've seen Inspector Gadget, you would know, you would kind of understand what Dynamite can do. Yeah, so they're two really cool Hanna-Barbera characters. I don't think they get a whole lot of love as they should. They make appearances with Scooby-Doo. Blue Falcon was in an episode. Blue Falcon and Dynamite were in an episode of Dexter's Laboratory, which I believe are also owned by Hanna-Barbera. And Blue Falcon was in an episode of Johnny Bravo. So yeah, they're mostly just like do cameos. Or there was one Scooby-Doo movie that was called Scooby-Doo and Mask of the Blue Falcon, which was about the Scooby-Doo gang going to a comic book convention based off Hanna-Barbera characters, and Blue Falcon was an actor who portrayed the character in the show. So it's a solid Scooby-Doo cartoon movie. But yeah, let's see if I can read the bio. Yeah, High Stop, the luxury penthouse of famed billionaire and Solicate art dealer Radley Crown. Life is good as it gets, but when crime rears its nefarious head in big city, a super secret agency known as FOCUS or Focus calls upon the #1 crime-fighting duo Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Once altered by the Falcon Flash, our heroes take to the sky. They're flying the sky in their flying Falcon car and wage the tireless fight against the city's most dastardly supervillains. Try to see what that word says. Hilarity, mechanical malfunctions, and blunders aside. BF and his trusty canine sidekick Dog Wonder always save the day. BF being short for Blue Falcon. So, this figure was made in 2017. It says visit Figure Arts Toy Company Facebook page, their website, their Twitter, their Instagram, which I'm going to have to follow them eventually. Officially listed retro action figures, official world's greatest heroes, and here's this little tag that says Figure Toy Company. So, as dope as this figure looks in the box, I really shouldn't open it, but since I do like to take my figures out and display them and review them out of the box, I'm going to. But the box is made where you can easily put the figure back inside of it. So hopefully I don't damage it. Hopefully I don't damage it, because I would love to hang this up in my room. Yeah, so stay tuned. So I'm back, guys, and yeah, I opened them up. So unfortunately, the plastic piece that was holding the box together, I couldn't unwind it and try to loosen it. So I had to cut it off, unfortunately. And I mean, you can kind of count this as a collectible because it has the Action Figure Toy Company logo on it. So yeah, he really doesn't come with any accessories, and I didn't order this from their website. I ordered this through Big Bad Toy Store. So this, I guess you can count this an accessory. Like, this is just to let you know what upcoming figures are coming out. Yeah. So yeah. His other accessory would be this card back, which, as you can see, is a picture of the Blue Falcon and I guess his Falcon mobile or whatever. Yeah. So first thought, seeing him outside the box, he's very, very solid. He's a very solid figure. The costume, the cape is all fabric, so he's very flexible. It's also removable. His belt is removable. These gauntlet pieces are made of rubber, kind of a flexible material. So are these boots. And his face and his mask or cowl looks really nice, very nicely sculpted. And his cape, his blue cape, is very nice too. So, yeah, he's very, Very solid figure. So far, I only have two cons. One is, and mine, when I took him out of the box, his left leg was loose. His knee joint is a little loose. And his feet, his boots, just kind of looks like they just took like boots they would use for like another character and just painted them to look like how his feet look. But as you can see, his feet have two talons in the front and a talon in the back. Now they put the talons in the back. They may have a flexible rubber. They look they look accurate, but the boots, they're painted to look like the talons, but they don't capture how it looks that well. To me, I feel like it really just made sense just to individually sculpt those talons. But oh well. Another thing I find funny, it says for ages up, but it's like, honestly, what 8-year-old do you think is gonna get a hold of one of these figures? Like, come on now. Yeah, the belt looks nice. He looks nice. Not a lot to say. I have to take the costume off to see, how many articulated joints he has. So far, he can move his arm up a little bit because of the costume. His knees can move. These hands can bend. His Falcon emblem looks dope. It looks really cool. Very accurate. And if you haven't noticed already, these action figure toy company figures, if you ever seen Robot Chicken, which is one of my favorite adult TV shows of all time, he looks like a character you would see on Robot Chicken. Like, these type of figures is what they usually use for like their skits on that show. But yeah, it's the Blue Falcon. Very, very dope figure. Let's see if I can get some size comparisons. So I took out my NECA Kratos. See how big he is compared to Kratos. So him and Kratos are around the same size, I guess. Blue Falcon may be an inch taller. And get him scaled with Hellboy. And Hellboy is kind of taller than both him and Kratos. These are like my three tallest, biggest figures I own. And ironically, I have 4 more figures on the way. And maybe a 5th one. Ironically, I've spent so much money on my collection for the past couple of months. So I'm trying to cut back and take a break from collecting altogether. Of course, I'm still going to find content to upload. I'm going to upload more reviews, maybe do some reviews on figures I might have had for a while, but haven't thought about reviewing them. Yeah. This most likely will be like the last pricey figure I buy for a while. Like I said, so far, I have a solid amount of money, of spending money, but I want to hold on to it, But yeah, really happy to have this figure. Like I said, I might display him. Most likely I'll put him back in the box, because my room tends to gain a lot of dust, so I don't usually have my figures out, at least not all of them. But yeah, so that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoy this little insight on the Blue Falcon. Like I said, really cool character. Well, the fact that like an articulated doll-like figure of a Hanna-Barbera character existed. You know, they also have Space Ghost, who's another well-known Hanna-Barbera character, if you're not familiar. Also has a figure in the same form. There's also Dynamite, and there's Dynamite in a robe, and there's Blue Falcon in his regular clothes, which is pretty cool looking. Like, I might get all of those figures. Also, one of his arch nemesises, Dr. Jackal, also had that figure. So, yeah. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I will do more. We'll do more toy reviews once I get my other figures. So, yeah. Peace.